Hi, I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm called the Big Game Hunter because I coach people to play their professional and personal games big. And this is a video that I want to do dealing with goofy things that people do on LinkedIn that are absolutely bizarre to me. Sorry, it seems like video is not really synced to my mouth. So I apologize for that. And I hope you can just sit in, watch the entertainment, and be able to hear the message. I got requests today to connect on LinkedIn. Most of the time, I'm not reaching out to connect. I'm doing sourcing and recruiting, and I'm not really going out aggressively saying, hey, connect with me on LinkedIn. But people do that with me. I'm a very recognized figure, and people want to connect with me. And, there are two things that are absolutely bizarre to me. The first one is the person who has a first name and last initial. Like if my profile read Jeff A. Why? Are you embarrassed by your last name? Are you ashamed of your last name? Or are you trying to hide something from me? Now, I don't know which of the above it is, but I'm going to assume there's a racist, a fear of racism orientation. So if you've got a long foreign name, you're concerned that or native U.S. people are going to discriminate on the basis of your name. Okay, so you think if there's a connection request and you try and build out a relationship, we're not going to find out about your name? Like first phone call, first conversation? Jeff A. Hey, Jeff, what's your last name? That's really my first question because I want to know who I'm talking with. I've gotten to the point where I don't accept those requests because, for me, that's not my concern. My concern is getting to know someone, and I don't want them holding out on me in my first interaction with them. So I delete those immediately. The other thing that's absolutely bizarre to me is no contact information. Like I connect with you and there's no way to reach you. You want me to talk to you through LinkedIn by messaging you? That isn't a relationship to me. That's nothing to me. So someone reaches out to connect with me today on LinkedIn. They seem like they're a normal human being. I connect with them, and there's no email address, no phone number, no way that I can reach out to them except through the system. In case you haven't noticed, LinkedIn is pretty clumsy. And in addition, are you on LinkedIn every day? Probably not. But you're expecting me to sit there waiting while I'm trying to do some networking. I'm trying to ask some questions. I'm trying to get an opinion, do some informational reach out. And, why did you reach out to me? Was this supposed to be a one-way street where I'm the one who's supposed to give and you're the one who's supposed to take? I'm not allowed to ask you anything? So right off the bat, I have a trepidation and recognize if I do, and I'm a very open networker, what are you doing with other people? The answer is you're annoying them. There's no value to your connection if it's a one-way street. So I just pause for a second and say, don't be foolish. You're on LinkedIn trying to connect with people in order to get some help. Don't be a mooch. Reach out, connect, that's fine. But be generous, be gracious, be helpful to people. Don't start hiding at the very beginning. After all, if you're looking for a job, you want to make it easy for people to reach out to you, right? Right? So be open with your information. Email address, phone number. State your preference as to how you want to be contacted. People will respect that. In terms of your name, put your damn name there. Don't hide it. People will find that anyway. And what have you accomplished? It's goofy. And racism will occur if you have a last name, a 47-letter last name with no vowels in it that people can't pronounce, or they're going to wind up seeing a letter L because you've got your picture there, right? So don't be foolish about these things. Be generous, be gracious, and recognize the obvious that bigotry exists. I know I'm the target of bigotry at times, and you're going to experience the same thing, and there's no hiding it. I wish it were different, but putting a last letter, first initial of your last name there doesn't do anything. I'm Jeff Altman. I hope you follow my advice. Also, I hope you reach out to connect with me on LinkedIn, and don't make those mistakes, obviously. My page there is linkedin.com/IN/the big game hunter. I want to mention I coach people. Now, first of all, if you have some questions about job hunting, visit my website, thebiggamehunter.us. There's a tab on the top that says Have Your Job Search Questions Answered. Read my blog, watch the videos in my blog, a lot of great stuff in there. Also, if you'd like me to do a makeover, which is like when you're not getting the results that you want and you want someone to deconstruct the search for you, I'm happy to do that. Again, there's a tab that says Job Search Makeovers. Lastly, if you'd like me to coach you throughout the search, be happy to do that as well. Order that through my website. I want to help you be more successful faster. Hope you have a great day. Take care.